This is my long-time project. Got put off to the side for a while after I had to do some housework and stuff like that. And it just became buried underneath a pile of stuff. But this past weekend, I unburied it, turned it around. I got a lot of spare parts for it. This is my 1983 Dodge Rampage. I bought it with the Shelby Charger nose on it and the side skirts, which you can see are a little bit short for these. I got it on donuts and stuff so it won't get all flat spots on the rims and tires that I got for it. But the truck is complete. The original engine was junk. I started looking for something to do to it. I was originally going to do like a 2.5 turbo with a 5-speed and stuff. And that was actually turning out really hard to find a good used motor in a junkyard. What I came across was a 99 Dodge Neon dual overhead cam car that had flipped over with 60,000 miles on it. So I grabbed the motor at the local U-Pull for $120 and decided to go with Neon stuff. So I got the dual overhead cam 2-liter, the close ratio 5-speed, which is the 1 ratio off than the RT transmission. I relocated that mount back. It's the original mount with a custom-made transmission mount over there. The third mount up in the front is in the process of being formulated as to where it should go, and this one is being formulated as to making a perch for it. One of the shitty things about this truck is that the frame rails aren't straight. They taper. They run from back here and run up at an angle on either side. So what happens is back here with the alternator, I've cut out the frame to clear the alternator pulley, and I've made plates for it. I'm going to finish boxing that in and everything. Where the AC compressor is, there's an angle brace down there in the bottom that the AC compressor pulley would be halfway through. So I went and removed that. I'm going to have to re-gusset everything down there to replace. That's the one on the other side, the mirror of it. See there. But everything fits. I have all the turbo heat shielding and stuff to keep the firewall nice and cool for one of these cars. I started running into problems with, the next problem would be the half shafts. Now the width is almost the same. The Neons are a little bit wider than the L-body Dodges. So I was going to end up having to get custom shafts made due to the fact that the transmission is a different spline than the outer hubs for like a Shelby Charger or Rampage or whatever. So what I ended up doing, I started looking, and all the front stuff on this now, except for the struts, is out of a Dodge Neon. So now my width is correct. My splines fit the outer joints. The K-frame is the same design roughly when you put them side by side. The perches I had to cut down, like, it wasn't that much, it was like an inch or something like that. I did it like 2 years ago, so I don't remember what it was. But the steering rack hooks up to the same joint, which means that your power steering lines will hook directly up to the motor. The big difference on these is the back mounts back here don't line up with the holes. I just have a strap in there right now to locate it, but I have to make ears off the back to go to the original mounting holes on the floor. So that means anything that will fit like any Neon back then, an ACR or anything like that, sway bars, bushings, polyurethane, all that stuff, I can now use on this. I couldn't use the Neon struts because, strangely enough, they're about 3 inches too tall. So these ones, the pinch pretty much fit right on. It's all still adjustable and everything like that with the camber, so no problemo there. The back brakes, you don't have a wheel off right now, but the back brakes are out of a Shelby Lancer, which sounds all well and cool, but nobody lists any parts for them, and I'm probably just going to end up switching everything over to like a Plymouth Acclaim or Dodge Spirit ES rear disc brakes. The instrument cluster, which I don't have with me right now, is going to be an 86 out of the Shelby Charger that came with that nose. It has no provisions on this motor for a speedometer cable. So what I'm going to have is a speedometer out of a Dodge Daytona, yeah, a 91 Dodge Daytona Shelby, and it runs off a Hall effect, and it actually squeezes in a cluster, plus it goes up to 140 miles an hour. So I'm going to figure the wire in there. I have the dashboard over there on top of the shelf, which is 86. I already have the engine harness melted in through that. It's all hooked up through the bulkhead connector and stuff. But like I said, it's dusty. It's been sitting. It's time to get going on again. I got it jacked up. Start working on it. Next thing I have to do is get the motor back out of it. Start getting on the frame repair and gusset. And next to be working on my clutch. The Neons, of course, have the funky self-adjusting clutch cable. It lines up with the hole on the thing, but the pedal, of course, is completely different in the L body versus the Neon. The Neon actually has quite a small pedal. The L bodies have the self-adjuster on the top of the pedal. So I'm going to have to make a custom pedal setup. Probably going to have to lengthen the Neon pedal. It fits on the pivot, but the pedal's really short. You can see it in there. But the pedal is horrendously shorter. That's the brake pedal next to the clutch pedal. I just have it strung in there to see what's going on. The AC box is already cleaned out, new heater core, cleaned out, disinfected. The H block, which I'm going to have air conditioning. I'm not going to go through all this and not put air conditioning back in it. But the H block, I checked, is the same pattern as the Neon, which means that you can get one that works well with 134 to work with your Neon stuff. All you have to do is find a place in here for your accumulator. The Neon radiator fits perfectly height-wise inside of the core support, so I can actually use the core support with like plates or something like that to locate the pins on top and the bottom of it and fit the condenser inside still. The factory fans, the dual fan setup for the Neon should fit in there, okie dokie. Biggest thing is going to be battery tray and all the electrical crap over there, trying to get it to fit in. This is my project. I'm going to be working on it slowly. The truck is in pretty good shape. Originally a Rampage 2.2 with the awesome vinyl graphics. It does say 2.2 on here somewhere. I guess it's on the other side. But very little rust, a couple little dings. But, I have a passenger side mirror for it with the right trim. I have a new window seal for the left side. I haven't found one for the right side yet. This one's pretty crunchy. The interior is in good shape. The dashboard I have is in great shape. The seats are original cloth. They're actually quite comfy. The door panels are cloth. They're slightly crunchy. It's a little missing some stuff there. But out of all the other stuff that I've shown, this is my own. But I'll keep you updated. I'll make more videos in the future. Thanks.